cosmic gang. All right, before we start, we're going to thank our ancestors, spirit guides, and higher selves. We are going into a Scorpio full moon right now. So that doesn't mean too much to me. I do like to check out what's going on with the energies before anything, but it doesn't mean that much to me. So we want to ask that this is a general energy reading, and we want to ask that the energies come in to support this reading and to support anybody who might see this reading, that they get the best message suited for them. This is a collective energy reading, and yeah. And once again, I guess we should have the intro, right? So cosmic gang, whole lot of gang shit, ninth dimensional strange shit. We are in the building. We are charged up. And we're going to go ahead and see what these esoteric energies got for us right now. Let's see what we're starting with. I'm going to try and do more of these for you guys. Can't guarantee anything, but I'll try and do more. Ooh. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords, okay. So people are going through some, feeling almost dead. Are you trying to avoid the transformation that's there for you? Okay, then we got 3 of Swords reversed. Okay. Maybe some people are taking those swords out. There might be some miscommunications at this time. You know, words, and because as I look at this 10 of Swords, I'm thinking words hurt. Words hurt. We got Ace of Pentacles, who have the gift of generating finances, currency, prosperity in all areas. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Page of Cups reversed. Some blocked creativity, perhaps? I'm going to see what the story says. I'm going to pull maybe 2 more. I don't like to make these. I'll pull some other. I think I'm going to do some runes today too, because I'm in a mood. I'm in a mood for runes. Page of Pentacles. Okay. All right, the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. That's interesting. Oh, that's just my brother's dog. So she's next to me. She gonna whine, because that's what she does. All day, every day. Alright. Oh, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles coming through. Okay, and let's see what we got at the bottom of the deck. I feel like, hold on, Spirit's like there's one more. There's one more. And then we'll read the bottom of the deck. Okay, and then we have 2 of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so some of you might need to balance your work home. And King of Pentacles came through. Okay, thank you, King of Pentacles. So we got a lot of Pentacles, So, I mean, given the fact that everybody's, to some extent, whether you are really going with the programming or not, I'm not, but you might be. So you might have felt this 10 of Swords energy, sort of like, and if you see this card still in the background, how it goes dark, but you see there's a renewal happening, a renewal of some sort of hope, a renewal, or it's sort of not letting those negative emotions, swords or words that people might be throwing at you that make you feel less than, not letting that stuff defeat you. So it's like you still have a choice. You're not completely gone yet. You don't need to fall into depression. You don't need to fall into sadness, lostness, anything like that, because there's still hope, and it's not an external thing. Hope isn't an external thing. It's something that we have within ourselves, and we make the conscious decision. The thing is, when you're stagnant and not moving, that's when you'll feel this kind of energy, like everything, like all is lost, right? But if this man gets up, pulls the swords out of his back and keeps it moving, and that red is synonymous with power and authority. So you could even say that's like the Emperor card. So I mean, your natural state might be one of internal power and authority and strength, and you're just feeling you're coming out of feeling very weak and vulnerable. And in that vulnerability, perhaps people saw that energy. And I'm saying people because it feels like different people sort of stabbing someone in the back, or throwing these swords at them, or these words, or these to try and take away. I'm getting a channel from the card to try and take away their personal power and purpose. And you're in complete control of that. And don't allow the external to dictate where you want to be, what you want to do, how you want to move about your life. Because the external is truly a lie. It's an illusion. So go within, and what resonates with you is going to be able to give you that strength, that renewal, so that you can move forth and not be in depression, or not be in some sort of worry, or it's a falsehood. So come up out of that. Okay. And then we have 3. 10 and 3 is 13. 15 for this reading, so that's a 6. It's the number of man. Alright, so I have the 3 of Swords reversed. How am I feeling about this? And the 3 of Swords upright is it might be coming out of, or finally facing, some sort of past relationships, some sort of heartache, and clearing that energy. So after this almost death and almost losing yourself, it's like, okay, the reason why you were letting all these things affect you, maybe because you had something internal that is from another time. It's from the past. It feels like the past. That affected where you were, what you were feeling. So this was affecting this. So the 3 of Swords reverse was affecting the blind spot or the weakness that allowed other people's words and other people's casting stones or words to really bring you down into a state that you don't belong, a state of depression, a state of it's almost like losing yourself, like losing your power. But you never lost your power. It was an illusion. So then we have these 3 of Swords, and as I look at the 3 of Swords, it's a little confusing because it's a very subtle energy, and if you don't look for it, you might miss it. So some sort of circumstance that happened, some sort of situation, could have been with family, could have been with friends, could have been with a lover, that made you believe, that created that opening where maybe you were feeling insignificant, or you were feeling unloved, or you were feeling not worthy, or because of the situation there was a instability within the self. So it created an opening. Instability, there's another word, but it's not coming to mind. So that's the emotional stuff, really. Yeah, it's like an instability or a, but it reverses good because you could be coming out of that. It's like finally recognizing the root cause. There it is. The root cause of why you went through what you went through, and then reprogramming that, clearing that energy, and replacing it with confidence, with love, with power, with the truth. The truth is within. Okay, so then we have the Ace of Pentacles, and this is great. And remember that Pentacles give opportunities. So dealing with this emotional trauma, this past hurt that may have brought you to a state of depression or questioning things or some sort of sadness. It didn't have to be super, super extreme, but it could be like even an off feeling within the self. We get to the Ace of Pentacles. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is a gift, so it's an opportunity to create some sort of stability at this time, the opportunity to create, to manifest, to create the reality that you truly desire. And if you didn't clear these past energies, this present energy wouldn't be there for you. But because you did that inner emotional work, now these opportunities are available. I would just say to keep yourself open to the opportunities, because just because that energy is present and you have a gift doesn't mean that you'll take advantage of it. So just be open to the opportunities that are around you and become a seeker and become someone that looks into the synchronicities and the messages that are in our lives every day. All right, let's see what we got here. So now we have the Page of Cups reversed. So the Page of Cups, and I feel like this is sort of maybe affecting this Ace of Pentacles a little bit. So it's sort of almost coming to us like a warning. And when it's reversed, it could represent some blocked creativity, some stagnant emotions, but I'm really feeling like blocked creativity. And that could be an obstacle that's not allowing you to see the opportunities. So spend some time drawing, listen to music, listen to funk. Funk music is really, really good. Or classical music, meditate. Even if you don't feel like I love, even though I'm not, an artist, I like to draw because it gets those creative juices flowing, and then seeing all the different colors and stuff is very stimulating for me. So definitely spend some time unblocking that creative energy and allowing that energy to flow within yourself. So we have the Page of Pentacles. So a lot of people are looking into their perhaps their financial stability at this time, because we have a lot of Pentacles that came up. Now the Page of Pentacles, we have the Page of Pentacles upright, and when the Page of Pentacles appears, we're in a state where we may be receiving new concepts and ideas, and it's sort of getting into a state of hopefulness for the future. But in order for this idea that you have to grow, Queen of Pentacles, you have to nurture it. She's nurturing her pentacle. Look at how she's looking down on it lovingly. You know what I mean? So that's going to be really important at this time, to look down, to look at, and then you have the rabbit, you have the goat, you have a lot of mermaids, you have a lot of different symbolism on this card. Flowers. I mean, but the land that she's on is just abundant. So you definitely have that opportunity. But it's having the patience and persistence to truly get to a state that you can nurture that pentacle and come to a new space within the self. It's going to take a little time. Maybe not as much time as you would think, because you also have the gift of manifestation right now. But it's going to take a little nurturing. It's going to take some care. And then, I know I'm skipping ahead, but bottom of the deck was King of Pentacles. So it's going to take some protection as well. You know what I mean? Don't throw your pearls before swine. Don't go around telling people what you want to do and how you want to manifest. They may not be on the same frequency as you, so it is not your place to let them know all your business. And then Two of Pentacles we have here reversed, so there might be some difficulty with a lot of people working from home. This makes sense. Balancing the work and home life, balancing maybe two different businesses. That's coming to mind, is two different businesses, or having a really hard time making a decision on which endeavor you want to put more effort into. So take some time to sort that out. I would, yeah, this is a complicated one. Let's pull a clarifying card real quick. Because, yeah, that's complicated. What should we do about this situation, Spirit? I feel your guys' frustration right now. Like, what should I choose? Oh, the High Priestess reversed. So this is blocked intuition. Major Arcana. The High Priestess still has a gift. But the reason for perhaps this indecision is dealing too much with the mind and not enough with that internal voice. That, look at it like this. Look at it like, what is going to bring you the most alignment? Don't look at it like what's going to be harder versus what's going to be easier to do. It's really, I mean, you're creating a lifestyle. So this is going to be more what's going to make more sense for you personally. Yeah, you're creating a lifestyle with this. So if you pick the thing that's temporary, but that'll get you that quick money, that's cool. But at the end of the day, that's not going to be nourishing long term. And with all these pentacles we have here, this is talking about really bringing an idea or bringing a concept all the way through to where you have the Page of Pentacles, where you, a new idea, new concept. Then you have the Queen of Pentacles, where you're nourishing that idea or concept. And then you have the King of Pentacles, where when you get it to a certain point, you now protect that idea or concept and you're very proud of it. So if you pick the short-term thing, this process doesn't make any sense because it's not lasting. This is about building lasting stability. Reminds me of the, damn, what card is that? Let me look through my deck. You're not supposed to do that, but I want to actually show it to you because this is what it's reminding me of. Ooh, well, I'm not going to be pulling no more anyway, but there is a card in here that I want to show you because it makes a lot of sense for these energies right now. And in terms of long-term, it's got to be right in front. And no, that's not it. So it has to be right in, here we go. 10 of Pentacles. This is what's, thanks, King of Pentacles. This is what I'm seeing. This is literally the image that flashed in my mind of creating something that's going to last, a structure that's going to last, and it'll get you to a point of stability where it's almost like an empire for your family, for generations, where you can support many people with this, where you're in a state of joy. Look, you got the kids there, you got the dogs, they're walking around. So, I mean, this is what I see in my mind is building, you know what I mean? A legacy. Oh, legacy. That's the perfect term for it. Yeah, I don't like the way I look but I like to slouch a little bit. But yeah, so this is about legacy building. This is about legacy building. So follow your intuition when it comes to that, and really take into consideration when you're dealing with these ideas, what is going to bring the long-term stability. Because all these themes that are coming up, besides what we have in the beginning, which that was more dealing with some emotional healing and expression. So yeah, because if we have the High Priestess reversed, somebody's not listening to their intuition, and it's time to truly listen to your intuition. It really is, and your inner wisdom. All right, so that's that. Let's see if and I'm going to use my rune book. It's kind of, it did used to have, you can kind of see it there, right, a little bit. I've brought this book with me across the country. Ralph H. Bloom, The Book of Runes. This book is a wonderful guide for those who want to get into reading runes. Runes, the philosophy behind runes is the self-aligning with the self. And like, people in the spiritual community will talk about aligning with their higher self. And like, what does that mean? Well, that's the self aligning with the self. You're aligning with your divine purpose and with that aspect of you that is divine. So let's see what we got here. All right. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Interesting. I don't know all of them by heart still, and I've been reading runes for over a year. Okay. And I'm just going to pick, Spirit is saying 2 more. Okay, we have harvest. See, I know some of them. No. And then we have fertility. All right, let's see. So, movement in reverse. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? So that's this one. And then we have possessions in reverse. It's interesting. We have opening. Not harvest. Opening, which is good. That's, well, you guys are seeing it backwards, but it's the right direction. And then you have fertility. So I'm going to read from the book for these because, I don't know, this is just like the best. I'm happy. It was like an intuition that had me grab this book, and it ended up being one of the best decisions that I made. Oh, I skipped the page. No, I didn't. But it was... Where is it? Oh, 125. Whoops. 25. Movement, progress, the horse. Movement that appears blocked. And isn't that the situation right now with what everyone's going through? Well, here in America anyway. Movement that appears to be blocked. I haven't been going through this. My personal timeline's a little different. Be certain that what you are doing or not doing is timely. There are no missed opportunities. Exactly. You have simply to recognize that not all possibilities are open to you, that not all opportunities are appropriate. What were we just talking about? So that's totally in alignment. The opportunity at hand may be precisely to avoid action. If you are feeling at a loss, unclear about the need to act, consider what is timely to your nature. And remember, what is yours will come to you. Always. It's about aligning with the self. So that's beautiful. And I love how these just give you a deeper message. Oh, and if you guys would like your own personal reading, I have it on my Instagram. You can also just email me at Empressisabel.info@gmail.com. And I think it's on my Facebook also. I'll put a link if you want to just have your own appointment, but definitely email me if you want to do like a video chat or an actual phone call. Okay, 113. Let's do it. Nourishment. Cattle possessions. Interesting. Oh, cattle and... y'all might gotta like chill on the meat eating. There may be considerable frustration in your life if you draw Fenhu reversed. A wide range of dispossessions ranging from trivial to severe. You fall short in your efforts. You reach out and miss. You are compelled to stand by and watch helplessly while what you've gained dwindles away. Observe what is happening, examine these events from an open perspective, and ask, what do I need to learn? So this is really resonating. See, this went deeper into the Ten of Swords energy that came up. What do I need to learn from this in my life? Even if there is occasion for joy, do not let yourself be seduced into mindless joyousness. Reverse this rune indicates that doubtful situations are abundant and come in many forms and guises. Here you are being put in touch with the shadow side of possessions. Yet, all this is part of coming to be and passing away, and that which abides. In dealing with the shadow side of Fehu, you have the opportunity to recognize where your true nourishment lies. And that was the same thing with this Two of Pentacles in reverse, where you have a, well, I'm saying pick the thing that seems like it's going to take longer or is long term, or that's going to be more in alignment for you. So like for my business, it's long term. I'm planning on doing this the rest of my life. This is all I want to do. Now I might have to do the short term thing, get a little part-time job or something, to keep things going. But at the end of the day, I know who I am and what I want, and you know who you are and what you want. And if you don't know, now you know. Get in touch with yourself. So through all of this and this frustration, we have an opening. So that could be our, that's definitely the Ace of Pentacles. So let's see. And it's not reversed, it's the right way. So this rune of opening and renewed clarity of dispelling darkness that has been shrouded some part of your life. Exactly. And see, part of going through that and dealing with that darker aspects, even dealing with people around you are being treated very poorly or being like stabbed in the back so many times that you feel like you can't go on, it just shows you who people are. So as you're on your adventure, as you're building up what you want in your life, as you're getting to that next level, some of those people have to be left behind. They can't come with you. So this is really about leaving those people behind and moving forward with the joy, with the promise that you put in your own heart when you came here. You have a joy. You have an inner promise that you've given to yourself. It's your own gift. And and that's like part of your mission, part of what you need to fulfill, what you want to fulfill, what you desire to fulfill with everything inside of you. And you deserve that. And don't let anyone take it away from you. But sometimes some of the bad stuff we go through, some of the hurt and some of the pain really happens to make us more wise, and also to take those people who are not supposed to be here out of our reality forever, for good. So that you can go on and meet new people and be abundant and be in a state of joy and be as great as you want to be. Whew. Kano is the rune for morning of activities, or for the morning of activities, for seriousness, clear intent, and concentration, all of which are essential at the beginning of any endeavor. One of the 13 cycle runes, the protection offered by Kano is this: the more light you have, the better you can see what is trivial and outmoded in your own conditioning. See what I'm saying? It's about transformation. In relationships, there can now be a mutual opening up, which you may trigger and set in motion through your awareness that the light of understanding is once again available to you both. Recognize that while on one hand you are limited and dependent, on the other you exist at the perfect center where the harmonious and beneficent forces of the universe merge and radiate. You are that center. Simply put, if you have been operating in the dark, there is now enough light to see that the patient on the operating table is yourself. Boom. There you have it, folks. And so from this opening, we're now reaching, and this was the Queen of Pentacles, fertility. 107. Let's see. 107. This rune is akin to the moon. And it's funny because we're having a full moon. The intuitive part of our nature, with its urge towards harmonizing and adjusting in the sphere of personal relationships, embodies the need to share, the yearning to be desired, a search after similarities. The connection of beginnings is what Ingus requires. Drawing this rune may mark a time of joyful deliverance, a new life, a new path. So don't be afraid of this. A rune of great power. Receiving it means that you now have the strength. I pulled the strength card for myself like 3 times. To achieve completion, resolution from what comes a new beginning. And this last... Shh! Why are you doing that right now? Shh. This last, year and a half has really... This last 6 months really has been about letting go of old patterns and really coming to a state of new beginnings and new opportunities for ourselves. She's getting too much attention. She thinks this is for her. So now she's making all this noise. All things change, and we cannot live permanently amid obstructions. Ingu signals your emergence from a closed chrysalis state. Okay, some people might be coming out. Well, they're saying about ending this whole situation soon. So it's almost like a lot of personal transformations have happened. A lot of people have ceased to be human and have become entities. Their own entity, their own creation, a recreation. That's just something I just saw as a download. Like, it's like all these creatures and stuff waking up and sort of becoming into the essence of what you truly are, which is neither man nor woman, neither human nor God, just an entity, a being, a creative force. Clear away the old, you will experience a release from tension and uncertainty. You may be required to free yourself from a rut, habit, or relationship. Some deep cultural or behavioral pattern, some activity that was quite proper to the self, you are leaving behind. See, the time of birth is always a critical one. Movement can involve danger, and yet movement that is timely leads out of danger. The time has come for you to enter the delivery room. So this is about preparation, being grounded, being centered. So funny because I just wrote an email about people who are awakening at this time. And I have it on my Facebook if you guys want to check it out. I'll also put the link here for you. And how just as we are born into this world and have birth trauma in ourselves, we actually are born into, it's like we're having a rebirth into like spirituality and consciousness. So it's just a very interesting concept. Ew, what is she doing now? Oh, dogs are gross, man. Anyway, so yeah, I just thought that was very interesting that came up like that. Because I was literally talking about that and how this is a very traumatic time to be awakening and or to even be getting to the next level in your consciousness. But you're coming out of an old, you're so much more than your humanity. And when we hold on to those old ideas and concepts of who we were, we don't really figure out who we are. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for being here with me. Peace.